I am going to explain about insertion sort algorithm which should be implemented in C program. In last class I explained bubble sort and how to use all the bubble sort problems in C programming. Then what is the use of the insertion sort algorithm? How do we sort elements using insertion sort? Then first of all, before discussing insertion sort, every student must know about the play cards. If you know the play cards, okay, for example, there are 3 cards in your hand. For example, it is your hand. Okay, for example, it is your hand. You are holding 2 cards. For example, the card. This is 2 cards you are holding. That is, first one is the card number is 3. The second card number is 5. For example, there is cards. Their pack of cards are there. Whenever you pick up the card, then you can pick up only top card from the pack. Whenever you pick up your card, there are 2 cards you are holding in your hand. Okay, for example, this is your hand. Then whenever you pick up from the pack, then suppose it is a 4. Card number is 4. Whenever you taken that card from the pack, the card number is 4. Where should you insert that card? Okay, you are having the 2 cards in your hand. Whenever you have taken one card from the pack, to maintain the sequence, then where should you insert this card in your hand? Because the card should be inserted here. Okay, there are 2 cards you are holding. The card number 3, card number 5. If you want to maintain the sequence, then you have taken one card from the pack. Then where should you insert that card? The card should be inserted in the middle. Okay, to make a sequence 3, 4, 5. Here also the same logic to be used in the programming. Then how do we sort the elements using the insertion sort? Okay, the same procedure you should follow to solve the insertion problem algorithm. Then I will take the example. Then I will solve the insertion problem, or else I could able to sort the elements using the insertion sort. Please listen carefully. If you have any doubt, you ask me at any time. They will ask you at the time of placement, what is the real-time example of the insertion sort? That is called as the play cards. Okay, same example. If you taken these cards, suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, suppose 5. So for example, 30, 10, 20, then 10, then 40, the 60 will come here, then 50 will come here. Yeah, there are different elements have been taken. The 30, 60, 40, 20, 50, 10. Then how do we sort the elements using the insertion sort? First, it is totally unsorted. Okay, this totally unsorted. The unsorted array. Okay. Then first, how do we sort the elements using the insertion sort? You first nothing in your hand. Okay, nothing in your hand. Nothing cards in your hand. Please. You take the first card. Okay, that should be compared with the first. Okay, anyway, this is first you take the first one. Then 30, then 60, then 40, then 20, then 50, then 10. Okay, I have taken extra. Yeah. Then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because already you have taken one element, first element. This is called as sorted. You are expecting. This is called as sorted. The next, this is called as unsorted. Then, because you have to take the first element from the unsorted sublist. Okay, just you pick up first element from the unsorted sublist. Then where should insert? Okay, this you have taken the 60 because you have taken the first element from the unsorted sublist. Then it can be inserted at proper position in sorted sublist. In each and every step you do the same procedure. Then where should I insert this one? Because after 30, to maintain the sequence, then where should I insert the 60 in the sorted sublist? Then the 60 should be inserted in the second position. Then here the 30 comes here. Yeah, please listen carefully. The 30, then 60. Yeah, then this is called as sorted. Then 40 as usual, then 20, then 50, then 10. This is called as what? This is the border unsorted. Because then again what you have to do is, then you have to take this card. What is the each and every step you take the first element from the unsorted sublist, then that should be inserted at a proper position in the sorted sublist. Okay, you have taken this one. Okay. Now where should I insert? You have taken this one. The first element have been taken. Then where should I insert? Because you are holding the two cards, for example 30 and 60 in your hand. To maintain the sequence, where should I insert the element 40? Then 40 should be inserted in between 30 and 60. Okay. Then I should write here. Then 30, then 40, then 60. This is called as what is called sorted sublist. Just for your understanding, I explain like this. Then this is called as unsorted. What is the unsorted? The 20, 50, then 10. Here as usual, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot to write. Here also 0, 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5. Then here again you take the first element from the unsorted sublist. This is called where should I insert? Okay, where should I insert? The 20 will be inserted after the, before the 30, then only you can maintain the sequence. Otherwise, if you insert it anywhere in the sorted order, it can't be in a sorted order. Okay, good. Then where should be inserted? Then here 20, 30, then 40, then 60, then 50, then 10. Because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this is up to this one, this is border like this. This is the sorted sublist. This is called as unsorted sublist. Each and every time you have to observe that the sorted sublist has been increased, then unsorted sublist will be decreased. Initially the total is unsorted sublist. This is called as the unsorted. There are no more elements will be there in the unsorted sublist. Then this is, for example, the first was sorted sublist, unsorted sublist. Each and every step you should observe that the sorted sublist should be increased, the unsorted sublist will be decreased. Then after that, here, then where should I insert the 40? Okay, then this should be compared with the 20, this should be compared with the 30, this should be compared with the 40. Then this should be compared with the 60. Then at that time, where should I insert the element 50 in the sorted sublist? Then it should be inserted at the position 3rd. Then after the 40, you can able to insert the element 50, then only you can maintain the sequence order. Then here, then 20, 30, then 40, then 50, then 60. Here finally 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Suppose this is a wall like this. Okay. This is called as what? Sorted sublist. This is called as what? Unsorted sublist. Then here, where should I have taken the one element from the unsorted sublist? That should be compared with the 20. Then automatically the 10 is less than the 20. That should be inserted at before the 20. Then 10, 20, 30, 40, then 50, then 60. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. The totally finally we got only sorted sublist. There is no element in the unsorted list or sorted order. There are no more elements in the unsorted sublist. We can stop the procedure. You can observe that to compare with the bubble sort and insertion sort, which one is a good. Then automatically the insertion is a good. Because in case of bubble sort, there are many processes will be there to sort the element, but that kind of procedure was not there in the insertion sort. We could able to sort the elements easily with help of the insertion sort. Did you get it easily? Then each and every time, then again I am explaining you. Initially the all elements are in the unsorted sublist. Then you have to take the first element from the unsorted sublist. This is the first element have been taken. Okay. Initially the first element is there is no elements in the sorted sublist. It is a sorted, it is unsorted. Then what I did here, you have to take the first element from the unsorted sublist. That should be compared with all the elements in the sorted sublist to maintain a sequence. Then here, where should I insert the 60? The 60 should be inserted after 30. Then when you come to here, then this is the sorted, it is unsorted. Each and every step you have to take the first element is from the unsorted sublist, that is called as 40. Then 40 should be compared with the 30 and 40 should be compared with the 60. The 40 should be inserted in between 30 and 60 to maintain the sequence. Then after that, when you come to here, the 20 has been taken from the unsorted sublist. Where should I insert? Okay, that 20 should be inserted before the 30. In the first comparison only, we could insert the elements. Then when you come to here, the 50 have been taken from the unsorted sublist. Where it should be inserted? The 50 should be compared with the 20, 30 and 40 and 50. Then where should I insert the element 50? That should be inserted before the 60. Then when it comes to here, then what is the element from the unsorted sublist? That 10 has been taken. Then where should I insert? It will be compared with the first. Then you know that the 10 is less than 20, that should be inserted first position. Then there are no more elements from the unsorted sublist, then we can stop the procedure. Then automatically the final result would be in the sorted order or sorted list. This is a way how to compare sort the elements using the insertion chart. If you have any doubt regarding this example, please connect me through comment box window. Then I will write the program. Please example, I will write the example here. The hash include, please listen carefully. Because it is C, that's why std IO.h. This header file is required to compile or to execute the C programs. Then void insertion sort int a of int n. N is nothing but a size. Here another variable is required, int temporary variable. Then also ij variables has been declared. For I equal to 1, I greater than n, I place. And then temp equal a of I semicolon, then j equal I minus 1, then y anything modified while explaining, I will little bit change the code. 0 and what is called temp a of here I will exactly, I can't write the program. While explaining, I will change little bit code. A of j plus 1 equal to a of j, then j minus minus means j equal to j minus 1, then y should be closed here. Then a of j plus 1 equal then temp. Then what main for loop has been ended, then function should be closed. Then white main directly I will initialize the values int a of what is the variables 50, then 20, 30, 10. This I have taken only 4 elements because if you have taken the more elements which takes more time for the explanation. Then after that, int I will be declared. Before starting, print f before starting. Okay, does not require directly we will display the elements after sorting, because you know that what are the elements will be there. 50, then 20. Then we call the function insertion sort. Then if you want to pass the array to the function, you should pass the name of the array. You know it already. Then what is the size? Size is 4. Then sorted elements slash n for printing in a new line. For I equal 0, I less than n, I plus, printf %d a of I. Then you can put the space, increase the space, the space between the elements to be displayed on the output device. Then main function should be close. Please, this space I can use for the explanation. How many elements are there generally? Then 0, 1, 2, 3, because 4 elements, 50, 20, 1, 30, then 10. Because whether these elements should be sorted or not using this algorithm, we will see. Then here the size will be 4, the n value should be 4. All the elements will come to here, the n value should be 4. These variables temporary, these local variables has been required for this function. Then I equal to 1, the I should be 1. 1 less than 4, condition returns true. Whether true, which will be enter into the body of the loop. Here end loop, end for loop, okay, for our understanding purpose. Okay, end function. Then you come to the control will comes to here. The temp, I will take the temp variable here. A of I. I value what? 1. What is the 1? 20. A of 1, what is the value? This is A of 0. This is A of 1. This is A of 2. This is A of 3. Please don't confuse. A of 1 value should be placed in the temp variable 20. Then j equal to I minus 1. Then what is the I minus 1? 0. 1 minus 1. Because I value becomes 1, 1 minus 1, 0. Then j greater than or equal to 0, because j value 0, the condition returns true. Then and temp. Temp is what? What is the value temp? Then a of 0, j value 0. What is the a of 0? Then 50. A of 0 should be 50. Then the condition returns true. Isn't it? The condition returns true. Then when returns, then comes to here, the a of j plus 1. A of j plus 1 what? A of j, because j value should be 0. A of 1. Then a of 1 equal a of 0 value, a of 0 value what? 50. Then a of 1 value should be what? This is 50. Okay, it will be changed. 50 has been comes to here a of 1. Then j minus minus. J value has incremented by 1. Now j value becomes minus 1. Then when it comes to here, because the condition returns false, j must be a greater than or equal to 0. Then here it comes to here, when condition returns false, it comes to here. A of j plus 1. A of j plus 1, because what is A of j plus 1? What is the j value? Minus 1. Plus 1 means 0. A of 0 equal temp. What is the temp value? 20. A of 0 equal to 20, because 20 will be placed here. Okay. The first step, because this is a sorted order, this is the unsorted order. Okay, this is the sorted order, this is the answer. You have to take the 30, then 30 where should be inserted, you have to check it. Yeah. Then after that, when this statement has been executed, then I value is incremented by 1. Now I value becomes 2. 2 means this one. Isn't it? Then I value temp equal to A of 2. What is the temp value? Should be a 30. Then j equal to minus 1. J minus I minus I value becomes 2 minus 1, 1. Okay, because this should be compared with this one, this should be compared with this one. After that, where should I insert it? We can check it once. Then swap. Then here, because j equal to minus 1, j equal to 1, j greater than or equal to 0, condition it is proved. The temp value is what? 30. Here temp value becomes 30. A of 1. A of 1 value is what? 50. Because, sorry. A of 1, 50, yes. 30 less than 50. Condition true or false? 30 less than 50, condition true. Then which will comes to here. A j plus 1. What is the j value? J value should be a 1. 1 plus 1 means A of 2. A of 2 equal, sorry, I will write here. A of 2 equal A of j. J value is what? 1. A of 1 is what? A of 2 equal to A of 1. 50. Because here the 50 will comes to here. Then after that, the j minus minus, j value become 0. Then the condition is true, then we check it once. The temp equal 50, A of 0. What is the value? A of 0 is 20. Then again it should be compared with 20. 30 less than 20, condition returns false. The condition returns false, then comes to here. What is the j value? J value 0. 0 plus 1, A of 1. Then A of 1 equal temp. What is the temp value here? 30. Then A of 1 will be 30. Then it has also completed. Then after that, then I value should be increased by 1. I value becomes 3. Because 3 less than 4, condition returns. After executing this statement, again the control will comes to here to increase the I value. You know it already. You know the nested for loop. Before understanding, you should know what is the procedure of the nested for loop. Then only you can understand this one. And then 3 less than 4, condition returns true. Temp equal A of 5. What is the A of 5 value? I 3. A of 3. What is the A of 3? 10. Okay, the 10 should be compared with this one, the 10 should be compared with this one, the 10 should be compared with this one. Okay. Then here temp equal 10. Again j equal to I minus 1, j value becomes 2. I minus I becomes 3 because j greater than condition returns true. Temp value is what? Here 10. A of 2. Because A of 2, j value is A of 2. What is A of 2 is 50. 10 less than 50. 10 less than 50 is condition true or false? The condition returns true. Then The control will comes inside the loop. Then J value is what? 2 plus 1, 3. A of 3 equal to A of 2. Then here A of 3 equal to A of 2 value is what? 50. Okay, the 50 will comes to here. Then J minus as incremented by 1, J value becomes what? 1. Then J greater than or equal to 0 condition returns to temp value 10. Then A of 1. A of 1 is what? 30. A of 1 is 30. Then 10 less than 30 condition returns true or false. It is true. Then again which will comes to here. A1 plus 1. 2. A of 2 because A of 2 equal A of 1. A of J means A of 1. A of 1 is what? 30. A of 2 equal to 30. Here 30 will comes to here. Then again J value is incremented by 1. Now J value becomes 0. 0 greater than or equal to 0 condition returns true. Again temp value is 10 less than A of 0. What is the A of 0 is 20. It is also condition returns true. Then here the J of J plus 1, A of 1 value should be A of 0. A of 0 should be 20. A of 1 equal to 20. Okay, here the 20 will comes to here. Then again J value is incremented by 1. J value becomes minus 1. The minus 1 greater than or equal to 0 condition returns false. Then when it is false, then control comes to here. The control comes to here. A of J plus 1. A plus J plus 1 means A of 0. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. Equal to temp. What is the temp value here? Please see here. Temp equal to 10. Because A of 0 equal to 10. Then after that, then I value is incremented by 1. I value becomes 4. Then 4 less than 4 condition returns 4. Then which will comes out of the loop. Then function as ended. Then you can see whether the elements should be in a sorted order or not. 10, 20, 30, 50. Yes. The elements should be in a sorted. Please check it once. Here this is unsorted list. Then after that, whenever you sorted elements I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus A of 5, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3. 10, 20, 30, 50. All the elements as displayed in the sorted order. Okay, it is a good algorithm to compare with the bubble sort. There are many iterations will be there in the bubble sort, but here the less which takes less iterations. Okay, less swappings. Okay, this is a implementation part in C programming for the insertion sort. Is it clear? Okay, if you have any doubt regarding this example, please connect me through comment box window. Thank you one and all for watching my videos.